and welcome to People's Voice on VOP Television, where the stories that matter most take center stage as we continue to amplify the voices, stories, concerns, and perspectives of everyday Nigerians, you and I. I am Adefunke Jarisimi, and today on the show we are focusing on some significant political developments in the major political parties in Nigeria at the moment, as the All Progressives Congress (APC) has announced the new chairman of the party, Professor Nentawe Goshwe Yilwatda, from Dungu, Kanke local government area of Plateau State, Nigeria. We'll bring you more details shortly. But away from politics, NAFDAC has shut down a warehouse in Kanu State's Kwankwachi area after discovering a massive stash of hazardous chemicals that could be used to make explosives. The warehouse, located in Fage local government area, contains 60,000 liters of sulfuric acid and 28,560 liters of nitric acid, totaling 88,560,000 liters of corrosive acids. These chemicals are highly concentrated, with the sulfuric acid at 19.5% concentration and the nitric acid at 68% concentration. Reports have it that 330 empty jerry cans were found, which suggests that there have been prior distribution and the warehouse owner is not a registered chemical dealer and lacked necessary permits to secure such clearance. But yes, on the part, the Director General of the NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, has described the discovery as mind-boggling, saying that this is a major threat to national security. The agency is investigating to track down the warehouse owner, who remains at large at the moment, and will also ensure that they face justice. The seized chemicals will be safely destroyed according to environmental protocols. So, it's time to talk about other stories in the news. There are some key stories making headlines at the moment with details. In a dramatic turn of events at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's international passport was briefly seized by officers of the Nigerian Immigration. The senator representing Kogi Central was flagged as a national security risk and stopped by immigration officials who allegedly acted on instructions of the Senate President, according to reports. Allegedly. Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan remained calm and composed throughout the ordeal, insisting that the officers had no legal authority to seize her passport. After a brief seizure, her passport was returned to her, allowing her to board a British Airways flight to London. This incident has sparked concerns over potential political interference and the use of security agencies for political purposes in Nigeria. And talk about politics and governance. In the realm of politics, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) Board of Trustees (BOT) has expressed skepticism about the prospect of the African Democratic Congress (ADC) gaining traction in the 2027 general elections. The PDP sees itself as a leading opposition party and believes that any coalition should be under its leadership. Former Senate President Bukola Saraki emphasized that anger isn't a solution to leadership issues, while Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed urged PDP members who had left the party to return, stating that coalition is an aberration. These comments highlight the ongoing debates and challenges within the political landscape. But let's move on now to talk about security and terrorism in Nigeria. In a significant security operation, a joint military effort in Niger State foiled a major terrorist attack, neutralizing scores of insurgents attempting to infiltrate local government areas, local communities. The operation led to a fierce firefight, resulting in the death of numerous terrorists and the recovery of weapons and equipment. This successful operation underscores the military's commitment to rooting out terrorist and criminal elements across the northwest and parts of the north-central region in Nigeria. And yes, still in the news, Kenneth Imansuagbon, a former governorship aspirant of the Labour Party in Edo State, has joined the African Democratic Congress (ADC), citing widespread hunger in the country as its reason for leaving the Labour Party. Meanwhile, a pro-democratic group, the Patriots, have also called for an urgent interface with the National Assembly leadership to ensure alignment with Nigerians' aspirations for a new democratic people's constitution. These developments reflect the ongoing shifts and discussions in the country's political and social landscape, and of course should be conversations that serious-minded citizens should be interested in. But as we explore these stories and more, we'd like to hear from you. We'd like to know how you react to all of the stories and which of the stories is the biggest for you. Join the conversations. Call or text us on WhatsApp on 080 090 090-447-32605. 090-447-32605 is the number to call us on via WhatsApp, and you can follow us on social media at VOPTV Live. You can also use the hashtag People's Voice on VOPTV. On YouTube, we are Voice of the People TV. Kindly hit the subscribe button, and together, let's make our voices heard. That's all in the news for now. We will be right back after this short break to put more perspectives to the expectations of the newly named chairman of the All Progressives Congress of the APC, Professor Nentawe Yilwatda, and of course, who is Professor Nenwate. Please stay with us. Glad to have you stay with the People's Voice on VOP television this afternoon. Professor Nentawe Yilwatda's appointment as the new All Progressives Congress APC national chairman has sparked controversy and interest across Nigeria. So let's break down the key points surrounding his emergence. Here's the background. Appointment: Yilwatda was appointed as APC's national chairman today, July 24, 2025, following a unanimous resolution by the party's National Executive Committee, NEC. Background: born on August 8, 1968 in Dongo, Kanke local government area of Plateau State, he is a seasoned academic, technocrat, and a politician. A bit of background into his career highlights. So his academic career is as follows, as he is a former lecturer at the Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi, and holds a PhD in digital system engineering from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He has served as resident electoral commissioner for Benue State under INEC from 2017 to 2021, and later became the APC governorship candidate in Plateau State during the 2023 elections. So far, appointments have been on for him, and he currently serves as a minister. He was appointed Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction in October 2024, showcasing his growing influence in Nigerian politics. But yes, with all of this being said, there are controversies and maybe implications as people are talking about zoning arrangements. Yilwatda's appointment aligns with the All Progressives Congress zoning arrangement, which reserves the chairmanship for the North Central geopolitical zone, a move seen as an attempt to promote regional balance within the party. Also, there are conversations around religious, and yes, as a Christian from Plateau State, Yilwatda's emergence is interpreted as another strategic move to balance the party's Muslim presidential ticket and appeal to a broader electorate. But yes, there are conversations around technocratic leadership. His appointment signals a shift towards technocratic leadership within the All Progressives Congress, with the party's insiders describing him as a young, polished, and untainted by the usual political baggage. A lot of expectations as expected. There are expectations and, of course, challenges. So there are a few things that have been mentioned, but we're talking about two, which is reinvigorating the party. With Yilwatda at the helm, expectations are high for the reinvigorated APC that can tackle internal challenges, address declining popularity, and maintain its grip on national politics. And also, very important, unity and inclusivity. His leadership is expected to foster unity and also enhance the party's appeal across Nigerians' diverse electorate, particularly ahead of crucial future elections. I mean, a lot of people were anticipating what the outcome of today's next meeting will be. We spoke about this yesterday, and we were looking forward to the decisions that will be made by the All Progressives Congress. And I mean, the choice following consultations and everything that needed to be done at the background. But yes, maybe good news for All Progressives Congress members, but we are here. We know how it is when appointments like this are made. We see a lot of people coming out to throw tantrums. What is expected, it's politics and it's the game. But there's so much to talk about this afternoon. It's never a one-man show. As a matter of fact, today it's a three-man show, and joining me live in the studio is Dr. Peter Anosike, VOP TV in-house senior analyst, and virtually I'll be joined by Emmanuel Oluwatomisin Afolabi, a distinguished award-winning journalist and keynote speaker with expertise in political and sports journalism, with numerous accolades, including Ogun State Students Journalist of the Year 2022 and Southwest Young Journalist of the Year 2024. Emmanuel brings insightful analysis and commentary to the table. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Thank you for having me.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, glad to have you on the show, Mr. Emmanuel. Let me begin with you. We just heard the news of the APC announcing its new chairman, Yilwatda, which a lot of people have said it feels like maybe a new bottle that has a new wine, or maybe an old bottle with a new wine, or a new bottle with an old wine. I don't know what you make of the decision of the All Progressives Congress, but let's talk about style now. How will Yilwatda's technocratic background and experience as a Minister of Humanitarian Affairs influence his leadership style as APC's chairman, differing from Ganduje's approach and the style of politics that the All Progressives Congress has been known for?
Good evening once again. Well, I feel with his appointment, it's going to make the All Progressive Party, All Progressive Congress move forward. And, being a former minister, a minister for humanitarian, and you have just been appointed by the president, and I feel there are some certain features or characteristics that they've seen in him that they feel he is the right person for the position. And if you can see, there've been a lot of congratulatory messages for him. If you check his educational background, his leadership style, well, we don't know what the APC they are cooking and why he was the one that was appointed a minister for humanitarian and other things. So I feel with this appointment, let us see how it's going to go. And don't let us forget, 2027 is around the corner. The election time is here, and everyone is preparing ahead. Different strategies is going on. So let us see what we are going to have. And I feel he is going to give his best for the political party. Hopefully, he's going to give his best. Thank you.
Okay, you talk about his leadership style, and you also said the president chose him. I thought it was an unanimous decision by the All Progressives Congress. What do you mean by the president must have seen something in him?
Yeah, it was a joint or let me say collaboration decision together. But however, let's not forget, if the president is not in support of that move, he cannot. Because the president, being a minister, you cannot be a minister without a president's approval. And now we want to the national chairman of a political party. So the president is involved. I believe the president is involved. And with the approval of the president, that was the reason why he was able to be the chairman. And as at this afternoon, a lot of congratulatory message. In fact, not quite long, the APC Youth League president, that's Comrade Olamide, he just expressed his congratulatory message to him. So I feel it is a joint decision of the party, and not also forgetting the fact that the president will also approve it. Thank you.
All right, you talk about congratulatory messages pouring in. I mean, it's expected for his fans or people that are expecting him to send congratulatory messages, but are you concerned about oppositions who have also said that a serving minister becoming a chairman of the party? What is the All Progressives Congress cooking? Do you think that this is progress for Yilwatda, or just this is how it has to be from the leadership of the party again, or maybe the president's?
Well, with his appointment, or he just got, it's not quite long, I feel he might resign as the minister, and if he think he can do both together, he should go ahead. But with this appointment, now people have been like, why didn't, some of the comments I've seen, they should have gone for someone else. Why him? Like a serving minister, why not just go for someone neutral? But they've decided, or they've seen some traits in him. But at the moment, we don't know if he's going to resign as the minister or he's going to combine it together. But left to me, I feel he can resign as the minister and concentrate more on the appointment he's just holding now.
Okay, thank you very much for that response. Let me come to the studio now. Dr. Anosike, let's talk about the party's dynamics. Will Yilwatda's appointment as a serving minister consolidates President Tinubu's grip on the party? And if you think so, how will this impact internal power struggles compared to Ganduje's tenure?
Well, yesterday I told you that APC is a prison, and Tinubu is the prison's chief superintendent, and that's why you heard that word unanimous decision. Understand? So he chose a candidate which one of them endorsed. You don't have alternative because you are the prisoner. Understand me?
Right.
Ordinarily, there's no way this one would have gone through without hitch, because the person there was from Nasarawa State. Understand? So in the same North Central, Nasarawa people would have called for somebody from their own state finishing the tenure.
But yesterday,
Understand
when
me?
you talked about this, you were analyzing this yesterday, and you talked about the zone, which you emphasized
No,
on
it's from the
North
same North Central.
But today you are saying it could have been from Nasarawa.
I said Nasarawa State will have called that let their own person finish this tenure.
So if they say that is a unanimous agreement, and they went ahead with the zoning arrangement of having an appointment, zoning it to the North Central geopolitical zone of Nigeria, a move that was seen by some of the party faithfuls as an attempt to promote regional balance within the party. Who would you have seen as alternative looking at Nasarawa State?
Almakura is there, and Almakura is from Nasarawa State. Understand? So the issue is there. Tinubu has made his own choice. And talking of technocrats, I don't see any technocrat there. I'm not even impressed with his CV. Understand me? This is somebody who failed a governorship election in Plateau State and was compensated with a minister.
When you talk
Understand
about
me?
balance and the zoning pattern, Almakura is a Muslim. There are conversations around religions balancing. So I think I mentioned that in my introduction, what I said, that it was reported that they considered a Christian from Plateau State, which interpreted a strategic move to balance the party's Muslim presidential ticket and appeal to a broader electorate. Is that not justifiable too?
Does people vote because of the national chairman of a party? Does people vote in an election because of the national chairman of a party?
But a lot of people were against the party's choice of leadership prior to 2023.
Nigeria is a secondary state, so everybody's focus is on the presidency and not who is the chairman of a party. In Lagos State, here, people vote for the governor and not because of the state chairman of a party. So with him there and the APC still running their Muslim means no difference.
Okay. Let me come to our guest from Ogun State, Mr. Emmanuel. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I would like to get your thoughts on this zoning thing. Do you think that the All Progressives Congress were about putting balance to how the structure of the party works when they went ahead to consider Yilwatda from Plateau State, who is a Christian and also someone from the North Central? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, when they started with Tinubu and Shettima, a lot of things came up that Muslim tickets. Yeah, I feel what they did now, what the All Progressive Congress did now, they balanced everything and they did it right. Now, appointing a Christian being the party chairman is nice. Even till now, most people are still clamoring the Muslim ticket. It is not all about Muslim. It is how can Nigeria be better?
So would you have said something different if an Al-Makura had emerged, who is a Muslim? Would it have mattered to you?
Yeah, it would have mattered to some extent because a lot of people will still clamor that why is he Muslim? Do we have only Muslim?
But Umaru Ganduje is a Muslim, and it wasn't a problem.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, this is a new appointment now. It is a new appointment, and if they make a Muslim or they give a Muslim his appointment, it's going to cause another issue in the country. But however, that is not the bone of contention. The bone of contention is how the country or how the nation can be better. It is not all about religion. it is for a better nation.
All right, thank you very much for that response. We're still going to dwell on regional representation, Dr. Anosike. Let's talk about the North Central. We know that, yes, there are quite a number of states within the North Central, but on his part, having been elected as the party chairman, do you see him balancing regional interest within the party, and do you think that this might also, this might lead to a shift in power, the party's power dynamics? Do you think he will be able to balance the interest of all those who had aspired to also be in that position and ensure that they work together as a people to ensure victory of the All Progressives Congress across board from top to bottom, like they say, in 2027?
APC have never had victory. Understand me? They have been rigging election from day one. Understand? They have never had victory anywhere. Understand me? And governance election is an appraisal, it's a referendum. Understand me? And it is only somebody who has mental problem that will give a APC a pass mark, going by what Nigerians are going through at this point in time. So I don't want to go on the issue of a victory. Understand me? What they have been doing is killing democracy and the will of the people by capturing states.
The responsibility of the chairman.
By capturing states. So the issue I'm looking now is what is going to happen that's between Northwest and Northeast. Understand? Okay. That's between Shetima and Kwankwaso. Because what we heard before is that Kwankwaso will be given the national chairman of the party.
You heard, but the party did not confirm to anybody that was what they were planning or cooking.
That was what we were hearing before. So now they have given that to somebody from the North Central, and Kwankwaso has said that he might, I'm quoting him, that he might work with Tinubu. So the permutation now could be that they might drop a Shetima and make Kwankwaso, understand me, the vice presidential candidate. So that is my interest now. Understand?
That is your interest, but we have a conversation that is of paramount interest to Nigerians, and that is what we are talking about.
That is my interest.
How will the new chairman, how will he be able to balance the region's interest in the interest of the party at large?
The authentic national chairman of APC was from North Central.
There's a new sheriff.
There
is a new sheriff in town.
I'm coming. Forget about that sheriff.
So you cannot sit here.
Forget about
and decide for the All Progressives Congress. There's nobody in the All Progressive Congress
I don't wish them well. Deciding that
exactly.
For them,
So let's talk about.
I don't wish them well.
Chairman saying that there's an authentic. This is the new chairman of the party.
I know. I say what they did is a kind of that to stop aggression from the North Central. Okay, the elected was from the North Central, and we've appointed somebody from the North Central.
Right.
In a way, that is justice. Understand? But for him, his capacity, I don't know. Understand me? I don't know his capacity. He failed the governorship as a governorship candidate in 2023. So I don't know his capacity. I don't know his weight. I'm hearing this name is new to me. Understand me? Right. The name is new to me. Mind you, it was what is this woman that was in humanitarian affairs, Better You Do. After some time, and this one appeared. So his name is new to me. So I don't know him. I don't know his political capacity. His name is new to you,
but you knew that he contested for an election and lost the election in 2023.
Sure. So I don't know his
antecedents,
his capacity. Understand me?
Which is totally fine. Let me go straight to Mr. Emmanuel, and let's talk about policy focus, Mr. Emmanuel. How, having served as, or currently serving, we don't know if he's going to resign yet, but
he cannot combine the two positions. So
exactly. So, I mean, he has a right to go back and think about it and say, I want to be the chairman or I want to maintain my office. But Having served as the Humanitarian Affairs Minister, do you think his experience dealing with people will in any way shape the APC's policy agenda, particularly in addressing poverty and social welfare issues compared to Ganduje's focus, which is something that a lot of Nigerians are particularly interested in, social welfare issues?
Thank you very much. Before I move to that, I heard what the other speaker said, and I would like to correct something. He said APC has been rigging election over the years, but I want to make this known that people keep saying they are rigging election. Have there been facts, or have they seen anything that I've said?
You cannot correct me. Say you are own. Don't correct me. You have no capacity to correct me.
Mr. Emmanuel, just go ahead and establish your point.
All right. There's no problem about that. So let me just move straight to the point or to the question you asked. Yeah, with this I believe if he did not have the capacity to do that, he can never be appointed. They've tested him in the ministerial appointments he is currently, and that is the reason why they feel he is the right person for that position. And let's not forget, he's the party chairman. You can't just go elsewhere to just appoint someone. They've tested him, they've tested his loyalty, what he can do. And that's one of those things that qualified him. And they came together as a party, and he was appointed as the party.
Okay, sorry, let me hold your thoughts, Mr. Emmanuel. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to People's Voice.
Let me hold your thoughts, Mr. Emmanuel. We have a caller.
This is Ian calling from Lagos.
Okay, good afternoon.
I want to first of all talk to the guy you have on studio. Please, I want to caution him. This is a live program, and somebody can sue him that he's alleging those allegations which he cannot profile. Please, this is a live program, and believe me, he will have problem with it. So the other guy on the other end is correcting him, and is bluntly refusing correction, which is wrong. Those certain things shouldn't be said on a live program because of litigations.
All right, please go ahead with your thoughts.
Now let's go back to APC have made their choice. APC have made their choice. There is nothing anybody can do, and I believe President Ahmed Tinubu, being a foresighting person, I believe I've weighed his capacity. I've seen that he.
Okay, we lost that call. Please do well to call back if you can, so we can get what exactly you're trying to say. Thank you very much for your contribution and your thoughts. Yes, let me come back to you, Mr. Emmanuel. Please go ahead.
He does not have the qualification, or if they've not seen some certain traits in him, they can never come together as a party to appoint him as the party chairman. And not forgetting that the election is there. So it is someone that they feel it is capable, that can balance everything without no issue. That is the person, or that is such person that can be appointed for the party chairman. So with that, I feel he is capable of doing. But we've not heard from him, but he is going to resign as the Minister of Humanitarian, or he is going to accept the appointment. Let us hope to hear from him anytime soon.
Well, he actually accepted the appointment in the video making rounds, actually, but we might just feel like there might be considerations into what next to do. Definitely. Well, let me go to the next question.
That's why I said let us see what is going to happen the next. But he is going to resign because he cannot combine the two together. And let us see if he's going to say he's going to combine the two together. Let's see how we can balance it. But I feel and I know that he cannot combine the two together. He must definitely drop one for one.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Anosike, people are talking about rebranding. As much as opinions are, I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion, but people are saying that the party is probably trying to rebrand its structure and its presence, how Nigerians perceive the party. They talk about Yilwatda's fresh image and technocratic credentials, which his CV is out there. He's a professor, he's an academia, and is someone that has a history of navigating from classroom to politics. So how do you think this will help rebrand the All Progressives Congress and improve its electoral prospect, differing from the traditional political approach known for Nigerian politics?
Okay, I want to start with the corner who wanted to deceive or the public.
Doctor,
You cannot sue somebody for alleging.
Doctor,
Excuse me,
Doctor,
I know the NCC rules.
Doctor,
You cannot sue somebody for
Doctor,
alleging.
can we go to the
Understand?
question?
So I want to put that on record.
He spoke about messages, conversations heard here, and talk about evidences to balance. It's a guest that called on the show.
That's why I say he's trying to deceive the public.
The doctor, please go
You
ahead with your
cannot sue
thoughts.
anybody for alleging.
Your thoughts are
understand?
Your thoughts are solely yours, so the station will not be responsible for it. Let's get to the conversation. What do you think about the branding of the All Progressives Congress, and how do you think that Yilwatda might be able to bring his fresh image to help project APC in a way different?
I don't know whatever is his name. I don't know him very well. I don't know his capacity. Understand? All I know is from what you read here, that he served as a INEC whatever in Benue or whatever, and I know that he failed the governorship election in that state because I was interested in the election. Understand? Then as a humanitarian minister, nobody can point to me what he has done, why he is there. If you know, you tell me what he has done as the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. Understand? I can't pinpoint one thing that he has done. So I don't know I don't know his capacity. Understand me? So branding or not branding of APC.
So beyond the credential made available to the public.
What are the credentials?
If the party decides to go pick someone that is unpopular according to your words, contrary to what is the norm in the political space, what do you think might be the different thing that might be happening going forward?
Well, for me, if you are unpopular, that you can easily be, you must not have made a lot of enemies. Understand? That is the advantage. Understand me? People will want to hear from you, say what you can do. Understand? Right. I feel that people will welcome this man more than Ganduje, because Ganduje has a lot of controversies. Understand me? The donor scandal and so on and so forth coming. So people already know him and what he stood for. Understand me? So for me, I see this person having that's a better chance, understand me, of putting things in order in APC, because he doesn't have so much controversies as Ganduje.
All right, thank you so much. Mr. Emmanuel, let me come to you as we wrap up on this topic. Let's talk about accountability and transparency. Doctor has rightly established one of the issues that you cannot separate from Ganduje, and those are the controversies around his term as governor, the old dollar conversation, and his personality and what he stood for. We saw everything that happened within his tenure, even with the stood of the emir in Kanu State, how that was divided, and of course, a new governor reinstating some of the offices that were closed. We would understand that he played politics in the most brutal way, the most brutal way in the history of Nigerian politics since the beginning of the Fourth Republic.
He played politics in APC way.
Let's talk about the new chairman. As a technocrat, do you think that is going to prioritize accountability and transparency? And do you think that he has all that it takes to redefine what the All Progressives Congress might be known for or perceived for ahead of the 2027 elections?
This type of his personal, like you rightly said, and like I've been emphasizing since morning, that if he does not have the necessary qualification, I believe at this stage nobody can just go out there, or a party can just appoint someone who does not have the qualification to become their national chairman. Right. Not even at this stage, not even at this time. That if you look at the back now, close your eyes and open it, you see the election is there. No party can appoint someone who is not qualified enough, someone who is not transparent, who is not accountable for anything. And like I rightly said the other time, he has been tested. and he has been trusted. We have so many ministers that they can also appoint, but they feel like he is the right person. So I feel he is the right man, and he's going to be able to project the image of the All Progressive Congress very well, even better than the previous administration.
Definitely, the All Progressive Congress has to emphasize on that because Ganduje's tenure was marked by a lot of controversies and litigation. But we wish the All Progressive Congress well. That's how we close that chapter of the conversation this afternoon. We go on a quick break now. And when we return, we'll come to talk about the People's Democratic Party navigating internal and external challenges as it prepares for the 2027 general elections. Please stay tuned. Yes. Glad to have you stay with the People's Voice on VOP televisions. The conversations are never ending and can never be peaceful when it comes to politics because, yes, different thoughts, different opinions, and that is what makes the political conversations more interesting. But let's go straight to the story around the People's Democratic Party, which is currently navigating internal and external challenges as they prepare for the 2027 general election. So here are the key points. Zoning and leadership. PDP's founding fathers advocate for zoning the presidential ticket to the South to promote justice, fairness, and equity. The party also urged to hold a transparent and credible national convention to elect new national working committee members. But something that's very important and you can take out of the equation is the party's dynamics at the moment, and I'll start with defections. So several high-profile politicians, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and former Senate President David Mark, have defected to the other parties, that's the African Democratic Congress, ADC. And yes, the acting national chairman, Umar Damago, has expressed willingness to welcome back defecting members, while former Niger State Governor Babangida Aliyu disagrees, saying that the need for the party to be disciplined cannot be overestimated, and at a time like this, they cannot just continue to leave the doors open for people to go in and out, destroying the image of the People's Democratic Party. The key quotes from that meeting coming from Umar Damagum, he said, "Our doors remain open to those who wish to return, and it is my earnest prayers that in their return, they may rediscover themselves." But on his part, Babangida Aliyu said, "You don't invite nomadic politicians back to your place. We need to understand that the lack of discipline has created this problem," and that's where they leave it. But the implications are that the PDP's ability to maintain unity and discipline will be crucial in determining its success in the 2027 elections. The party's leadership will also need to balance the interests of various stakeholders, including founding fathers, leaders, and members. But the PDP's path forward will require careful navigation of these challenges to restore its fortunes and achieve success in 2027 elections. So there are a lot of issues to deal with. A lot of analysts have said that the PDP is dead, but I don't share in that opinion. I believe that it's a party that just needs the willingness of the people that matters, and it's not necessarily about winning election. It's about having a place that can serve as a strong opposition, putting the ruling party on their toes and projecting to win elections in the future. I still have with me in the studio Dr. Peter Anosike, and yes, joining us from Ogun State, Mr. Emmanuel. Let me come to you, Mr. Emmanuel. Let's start by talking about zoning strategy. What are the potential benefits and drawbacks of the PDP's zoning strategy for the 2027 presidential election, and how do you think this might help the party win elections in 2027, or do you think that all hopes are lost. Okay, we'll reconnect. We'll come back to you with time. Let me stay with Dr. Anosike in the studio here. Doctor, what I know that you believe that the PDP is dead, but I need your sincere response on this. What are the potential benefits and the drawbacks of the PDP zoning strategy for the 2027 presidential election? And how do you think this might help them win elections? I mean, they've agreed to zone the presidency to the south in 2027.
There's no agreement based on that because PDP is not speaking with one voice. Understand? PDP is not speaking with one voice. A section of PDP or a group of PDP, those loyal to Nyesom Wike, those loyal to Bode George, and to me, these are the real enemies of PDP. They say that the power must be in the south because they want Tinubu to win in 2027. That's why Bode George. That's why Sheyi Makinde. That's why Nyesom Wike is saying that PDP must zone their presidential candidate to the south.
Why do you think that way? If that has been the bone of contention, even from 2022, the issue has always been the issue in the PDP has always been the fact that a Muhammadu Buhari who was a northern president, served for 8 years, and that power should not stay in the north at the time, but should return to the south. And we've also had a northern political weight talk about how they jeopardized their chance in 2023 by going after the selfish interest of a few of them.
Who is the political heavyweight?
The governors are not political heavyweights. The party serving chairman is not a political heavyweight. I don't know what's supposed to be.
In 2023, PDP wanted to zone their presidential candidate to the south. They set up a committee headed by Samuel Autumn.
That we are all aware of. You just said that they are reiterating the importance of zoning to the south in 2025 because they want in 2027 because they want Baba-Ahmed Tinubu to win.
Okay,
and
sure.
I only just reminded you. I'm not trying to take us back to what happened.
That's what Bode George wants. That's what Nyesom Wike wants. That's what Sheyi Makinde wants. Understand me?
Okay, if they don't want Tinubu to win, what would they have suggested?
There's no way a southern candidate would defeat a presidential candidate from the south. It has not happened and it will not happen. Understand me? So the Dambagu is an agent of APC in PDP. Understand me? So all these people that are saying zone to the south are APC candidates, agents in PDP. But I have told you over and over, these people are just wasting time. PDP is dead until 2027. So all this, they just have their time to spend. People who want to contest this election, people who mean well for this country have all left PDP.
Like?
Atiku and others.
They are the ones that mean well for the country.
There are those who mean well for this country.
Atiku Abubakar deserves a medal for leaving the PDP for the third time. I think that the PDP did bad by not acknowledging something notable as having someone who constantly have the need to return to the party. So if you say that makes him a lover of Nigeria because he left the PDP for the ADC, then a lot of Nigerians will also argue with you that Atiku Abubakar is notable for being, and I don't want to use the wrong word now, but for being all about his own interest. And everybody knows that what Ali was saying in that statement was particular about him. He leaves the party. He walked out of the convention during the time of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, left, came back. He did the same, left, came back. And now, so when you celebrate Atiku Abubakar for leaving the PDP, when we all know that Atiku Abubakar might return to the PDP in 2028. But that is not the bone of contention now. Let's talk about party unity. Do you think that the PDP balance towards 2027 is going to work? And how do you think that how can the PDP balance the need for party unity with the challenge of welcoming defecting members while also maintaining discipline and merit-based leadership, something that has continually demarketed the party?
PDP is a carcass, understand? About 3 days ago, more than 5,000 PDP members defected to ADC. So these people are just trying to manage a nicking basket because somebody is giving them money to be doing all that, understand? They are just trying to deceive the people that PDP is still there. PDP is no more there.
So do you think there's anything they can do to...
There's nothing that
they can do to promote youth inclusion, generational equity within the party, inclusion with women? I mean, don't you think that there are some spice they might add to the party style that might make Nigerians more interested?
PDP is dead.
Let's talk about leadership. You are an analyst. The party is a registered party and is still known as a party in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So they have their rights to want to groom themselves again and move on. Let's talk about the qualities and characteristics that you think that PDP should prioritize in its leadership selection process. This is not about winning an election now or electoral success. For effective governance within its own structure.
Number one is discipline. Understand me? Number one. Okay,
sorry, Doctor, let me hold your thoughts. We have a caller on the line. Good afternoon. Okay, we lost that call.
Number one is discipline. Where there's no discipline, everybody's a king. And that's what, PDP has no discipline as we speak. That's why Nyesom Wike was able to work against other party and was not expelled. That was why those governors, Ifani, Ugwani, Okezie, and so on, were able, Bode, George, and so on and so forth, were able to work against PDP and still remain in the party.
You have evidence of Bode George working against the party?
If every good politician wins his word, has Bode George ever won his word for PDP?
Has Olusegun Obasanjo ever won his word for PDP even as a president?
If you are
Doctor, you just made a salient point now, and I'm putting it to you. You just said that any good politician, has Olusegun Obasanjo ever won his word election for the People's Democratic Party, even as a president and the #1 citizen of the PDP?
I'll go and check that.
How much success had David Mark, who was Senate president, brought to the PDP as a Senate leader? Somebody that constantly represented these people. How much success? So these things are party dynamics, which is understandable. Let's go to the issues and avoid this attack on the personalities of individuals.
PDP must put discipline into the party.
Which is totally fine. Name calling without facts is not, it's not nice and it's not acceptable. But that's how we draw the curtain on People's Voice today. It's politics, and trust me, a lot of conversations like this will always happen. But that's much we can take on People's Voice today. My name is Ade Funke Jaisimi, and to our viewers, thank you so much. Good afternoon.